Hey guys, hope you're well. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing two things that if you do them correctly, you will be manifesting wealth very fast for yourself. Now, I got a lot of messages from people saying that make a video on wealth because it had been a while since I made a video specifically on wealth. So I thought in this video I will talk about two of the main things that help people generate wealth and also bring long-term changes in it. By this, what I mean is that a lot of people, I think there are many people who might be listening to this, but also I have heard that this is a mindset with a lot of people that I want to manifest a lottery win. And there is nothing wrong with that, right? But if we are focusing on manifesting any money, which is something that we have not worked for, the issue with that is that as we are working towards something, so for example, I'm wanting to be a millionaire, right? So let's say I want a software company and I'm wanting to focus on the $1 million, and my way in my mind is that software company. So as I am growing there, and by the time that I become that millionaire in that software company, I would have also learned a lot of things along the way, which is something that I wouldn't do if I get the lottery win. And because of which it's very important that we first focus on becoming someone who can maintain that wealth, because as I talk about in the relationship perspective, my idea of success is something that comes and then stays in your life for a while. It is not something that goes back and forth, and it is not something that just comes for a week or two. And we won't want that. No one will care, neither will you, if you're wealthy for 6 weeks of your life, right? You would want to be wealthy forever, and you would want to create lasting wealth. So in this situation too, our goal towards this is to be in a place where we can understand that and where we can change our definition of success first. So let's get into these 2 points. Any person that you see has gotten successful in this area will have these 2 points. One thing that you will see is most of the times that I give you these things, they are not manifestation specific. What that means is, on a larger scale, if we are saying that we have been manifesting through our whole lives, then the best way to manifest is to do it naturally, right? If we have been doing it forever and we didn't have to affirm, didn't have to visualize, we all did things unconsciously, and there are many great moments that we had in our life. So the best way to manifest, according to me, is to go back to the roots of how we naturally manifest, right? So that we can focus on embodiment, not the other situations. So one thing that I see with people who develop this lasting wealth, and not just in people who are in the manifestation community who are doing it consciously, but also people who generally are wealthy, is that they are very prepared for it. You will not see one super wealthy person talk about how they didn't work at all or they didn't take any action. What happens is, this concept that you don't have to lift a finger, you don't actually have to take action, can actually be very confusing because of two reasons. First, and I have talked about it in one of my videos before, but first reason why it becomes slightly reductive is because a lot of times we can start justifying not wanting to face our fear, procrastination, and all these things by saying that we are manifesting, right? What that does is that it can give us an excuse to not do anything, and we can justify our procrastination, our laziness, our inability to face our fear of maybe getting successful through that. But whenever you are going to be manifesting something, you will do some actions in relation to it. Without it doesn't exist. So for example, let's say I want to be a social media influencer. So even then I will be posting, right? I will be increasing my virality. I will be working on myself. I will be learning about how social media works, right? Let's say I keep on focusing, then one of my videos got viral, and then let's say it does, and I don't know how to deal with things that come with having a big account, I will end up losing that following. So it wouldn't truly sustain me. So the best way for us to move forward is to first understand that as we are going to be moving forward towards it, action will be needed. But this doesn't mean self-depreciating action. What that means is, once you are focusing on the mindset that you want and the version of you who you want to be, and the mindset is focused on that, the thought process is focused on that, our perceptions are focused on that, then the action that we are doing feels very inspiring, and it doesn't feel like work. You talk to any athlete, when they get into zones, the zone that they get into, while they are in that sport, in that feeling where they are just feeling one with the sport, you will see that they say that it doesn't feel like my body is actually getting tired. There is a very famous video of LeBron James where he is walking out of the corridor and someone asks him, "Are you tired?" He says, "No, tired is just a state of mind." the videos like this get famous because at that time that athlete is focused on it that way, because they have worked on themselves, they have dealt with pressure, they have practiced, they have put themselves in a position where, because they were so passionate about this, that they have become the best in the world. And then it doesn't feel like work. That doesn't mean that eventually something that you will do will not feel tedious, right? It still might. But then if you are someone who will have that level of wealth, you will have the perseverance and understanding that for that level of wealth, sometimes we might want to do things, and we might have to do things that we don't want to do. I will give you an example. Let's say you have a doctor, right? He's a very successful doctor, but and the appointments that you get with him are very rare. So you maybe get an appointment after every month. And then on the day that he's supposed to meet you, he says, "Today I'm not feeling like taking patients, so I won't." How would you feel? Would you feel respected? Would you feel that you are someone who will respect his business? Would you respect his time? Would you feel your time is respected? The answer is no. So in that moment, the doctor will do something which he doesn't want to do, but he knows is eventually good for me, because the aligned version of me who would have what they want, which in this case is wealth, will already know this, will already be working on this, and will have a mindset that they need to work on this. So this is something that once we develop a slight level of work ethic, and it doesn't feel like work. It feels balanced and it feels very confident. It feels like something you were meant to do. And just because it's something that you were meant to do doesn't mean it cannot feel tiring. It can, but it's still something that will make you feel very, very good. So people that I have seen who manifest large amounts of wealth have a particular routine, a particular set of structure, a particular set of priorities that they spend their time into. They put themselves in challenging situations so that they can learn about the topic that they're trying to get, so that by the time that this money comes, it feels like a consequence. It doesn't feel like something that they had to consciously work for, because it feels instant. But by this time, they have put so much mental consistency towards it. They have shown up as the version of themselves who has it so many times that it's just a game for them. The second quality that people who eventually end up having a lot of money have is that they think of situations when it comes to money as a game. So think of it this way. Let's say I make a cartoon character, or let's say I make a character on a game, right? So let's say I play GTA and I make a character for myself. And that character, let's say, has purple hair, is tan in color, is wearing shorts and is wearing shoes and is wearing nothing on his upper body. So let's say I've made that character. Now someone comes and tells me that this character looks very ugly. I wouldn't be offended. I will laugh, right? I will laugh because I will understand that that character is not me, right? And when this character will do something, will earn money, will not earn money, this character will be this character. I wouldn't be connecting my worth to it. Now, it's easier said than done, because when we are sometimes in a monetary situation where we have a very urgent need, I have been there, I know how it feels. It just feels that at this moment I need this to work out, because of without which I won't be able to survive, or I won't have to pay rent, or like I won't be able to eat food. I understand. Even though I know that it is very unfair, and even though I know that it feels very, very bad, our eventual goal with that is to get out of that situation. And for us to be out of this, we need to be open about the fact that we need to change our perspective towards it. Does it feel unfair? Definitely. Is it very difficult? 100%. But is it something that we can avoid if we want to gain success? No. Right? So I come at this with a lot of empathy, but I also come with slight strictness, because I want you to receive this result. But to get there, we need to look at this as a game. Because people who end up being in positions where they have a lot of wealth see money as a game. Because first, as they're focusing on becoming the version of them who will have it, instead of trying to get money, their focus is, how can I become someone who will never have to worry about money again? While they are going there, they do automatically, as a consequence, start getting wealth. They start getting money. It might not be great at the start, but it's enough to sustain them to a level where they can just focus on the craft and eventually get better. And by the time they do, they don't have to actually worry about money being an urgent situation. So it becomes a game-like thing where it just starts to feel that if it's up, it's good. It's just wealth. It's not something my worth is connected to. And when it doesn't go down, we don't react, because we realize that we have built ourselves in a way, we have made ourselves to be someone who over a period of time has beliefs strong enough that if there is any situation that comes where I might face a loss, I will be able to gather it back. Make your goal becoming that individual, because that is, if you become that, if you focus on that, that is the biggest win that you can develop from this. So I hope this video answers a few of your questions, and I hope that you apply this in your life, be it in any situation, and I am pretty sure that you will see results from this. I will see you guys in the next video.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share if you like the video. The link for my one-on-one coaching, my self-help courses, and my free newsletter are in the description box below.